What's up, traders? I am Matt, your host of Conservative Trades, and pretty good day in the market today. Nothing to really brag about, but we did end green, and this is the first day that I've actually been able to end on a green note since I started this channel. This is the third day in, and unfortunately, the first couple of days we were in a very slow and choppy market. And today things were a little bit better, but my P&L here honestly should read $358. I should have ended this day well over $300, and it's not the fault of the market. It's just my fault. And I want to go over. I'm not going to go over all these trades. You can see I was pretty green on all these trades. Not really much to talk about on Facebook. Not really much to talk about on Tesla. But I did try to wait for these trades to resolve in my favor and to go into the direction that I was hoping that they would move, and they just didn't. So I got out. But anyway, I am going to go over, I tell you what, I'll go over three trades because actually I really like the trade here on LYFT. Let me cover this one first. So we saw there was a major sell-off on LYFT this morning, and as it started making its way up, I noticed that the buy volume was majorly decreasing. So we had all this sell-off and then really weak buy volume. You can see that it came up, and anytime you see these long wicks, when you see these long wicks here or these long wicks here, that means that the other side, whether it was buy side or sell side, was just adding way too much pressure. So when you look at a candlestick, these are called candlesticks, okay? On a red candlestick, the top is where it opens and the bottom is where it closed. That's why it's red, because it ended up moving down during that move. On a green candlestick, it opens at the bottom and it closes at the top of the actual candlestick. So this is the candlestick, and then these lines you see coming out of it is what you call the wick. Okay, so whenever you see long wicks like this on a red candle, that means that the sellers try to sell it. The bears, they call it the bears versus the bull, or the bears versus the bulls. The bears are people who are shorting, they're selling, they're dumping shares, they're pushing the price down. Where the bulls come in and they try to push the price up, and they're going long. They're wanting to buy low and then sell high. And so what happened here is all this sell-off came in, but then the bulls pushed it all the way back up, and it ended up closing here. Well, the next candle opens up, and the bulls just think they're going to take over and just push this thing up. Maybe they're hoping for a short squeeze. Maybe they're hoping that they're just going to get a lot of volatility out of this and a really hard push up past VWAP. But you can see the bears stepped in, the sellers stepped in, and they pushed it down. And so when you see these long wicks here, and then buy volume, the buy volume is not much, and it started coming down even more on this candle. And again, the bulls tried to push it up. They pushed it up past the previous candle's high, but the bears came in and slammed it right back down. So I decided to get in on this candle. And real quick, the buyers did come in, but it could not break or maintain over VWAP. So it came back down, and I was even more confident in my trade then, and I let it play out, and I took out my shares here. And then I was actually waiting for a break of low of day, which is why I didn't take anything here. But when this candle popped back up, when I saw that the bears were stepping in again and really pushing it back up, I didn't know if now we were at the time where they were going to get their move and this thing was going to skyrocket. So I went ahead and got out my shares right there. So I really like that trade, and I wanted to be able to show you that trade because that's a huge or a very good setup. It's a very key setup for my strategies. So anyway, so that was good. Where it was, well, and you know what? I'll keep on the good here. I'll keep on all the good here. We can see work. Work was my best trade. This actually should have been over $300, but I ended up getting out early on the trade, and I'll tell you why. But I made $241.50, so it was a great trade. Another trade that is really key to my strategy. I saw that this couldn't hold VWAP, and so it came down. And as it started to get slammed down, I went ahead and got in. Now I got in a little late. I actually wanted to get in at the break of this candle, but I got a late fill on my order, and then it came up, but it couldn't maintain above VWAP. So as it started coming back down at the break of this candle, where I had initially gotten in, I averaged into my position, and I added to my position, and it took a much bigger share size. So then we saw it come all the way down here. I took profit here, I added back in here. By the way, every time you see a red dot, that's where I went short, or that's where I sold. Everywhere you see a green dot is where I bought. Okay, so it came down here, and I bought, added back onto my position for this drop right here, and then bought my shares up right here. Okay, and then this is why I said that we should have had over $300 on this trade. It's not that I sold my position too early. It's that I tried to go short again. I saw this as a bear flag, and I thought we were going to continue to break down through these levels, which we actually did over here. But as the bulls came in and started buying it back up, when it broke the high of this candle, I got nervous and got out my shares. And I kind of hate that I did that. I wish I probably should have set my stop for like up here, but I'd done so well on the trade, and I was doing so horribly on BYND. As you can see up here, we ended the day down 275 on BYND. So I didn't want to wait for this move. I wanted to go ahead and get out. And but you know what? When you're trading, hindsight's 2020. You never know that this move is what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, what ended up happening right here could have been what happened here. You just don't know. You don't know when it's going to push up like this. But anyway, I saw that it came over and it broke over VWAP. It broke over VWAP, but same thing. It couldn't pump. It couldn't pump. It came up here, and then the bulls pushed it down. The buyers pushed it up, and the buyers pushed it up, and they broke past this candle and this candle. But it was just a weak breakout. It couldn't sustain. So when I saw this candle forming, I went ahead and went short, and I took profit here at the 9 EMA. So really proud of that trade too today. Let's go over here, and I'll tell you about the trade that I'm a little upset with. And look at it now. Now it's actually doing what I thought it was going to do. But as you can see here, I got in this trade here today, and I averaged in here because I was looking for the break of 116.42. I was looking for that because here, if you look on the daily chart, we have been, on this daily chart, this pattern has been tightening up a little here. And each of these last couple of days, it's tried to push over the 200-day moving average, and it just has not been able to. And it closed pretty far beneath the 200-day moving average yesterday. And so I'm looking for it to break these levels at 116.10 and look for a strong move down. And what do you know? We're actually starting to see that right now. Actually, I may take that trade. If it breaks 116.20, I may want to jump in with 100 shares. So might capture a live trade here. See if it goes. Okay, we're in 100 shares. And let's just see if we can get a quick move to the downside here. Let's take it at, where do we get at, 117. So I'm going to take it at 1587. A minute. Let's see if we can get a good flush down. See if we can get a good flush down. 1587. Can we break 116? See this line right here? This is what I was looking at this morning. I actually kind of marked this line out right here, and then I've got this other line marked down here. There we go. And I just got added, or I just got filled. So that was actually the move that I was looking for this morning. I'm glad you guys got to see that. We captured a live trade right there. But you can see I took that position here, but then somebody got smart. There was either some heavy buyers that planned this short squeeze. This is clearly a short squeeze, And of course, when it came up here to VWAP, I'm sitting here thinking like, man, maybe this is just coming up to VWAP and it's going to get rejected. I'll go ahead and add back in. But it popped all the way up here, and I let it try to play out here. You can see right here. You can see right here, I kind of let it play out. It pushed back down. So there was a moment where I thought it broke, that it's going to break VWAP and continue moving. And look at this. This is just tanking hard. I should have held on to that. To those shares. But again, hindsight is 2020 in trading, guys. We're all millionaires in our hindsight account, as Clay Trader would say. But anyway, it pushed up, and I just had to get out. I had such a big size on this, and I went in bigger. Now, mind you, when I say big, it was a couple hundred shares, but this is a very spready stock, and so a couple hundred shares, when it moves $1 against you, you're already down 200. You're already down $200. Okay, and I was really looking for a strong move all the way down here, kind of like what we're seeing right now. And I really wish I would have stayed in on that stock there. But anyway, this has been really whippy today. I don't know. I don't trust it right now. But you can see that I took a lot more trades on it here. I kind of did a lot of scalping, little on small share sizes, just because I wanted to keep taking a position just in case it eventually rolled over and broke through and did what we're seeing it do right now. This is the one thing that I hate most. I'll tell you what, when you have a really good trade idea, but it doesn't work out until much later in the day when you've already finished messing with the stock. But anyway, I was anticipating that move. Just a beautiful move, though. Just a beautiful move. And look at this. It's continuing to tank. It's continuing to tank. And as much as I'd love to get in right now, and as much money as I could probably make on this, I don't want to chance it because this could snap all the way back up here. So you never want to chase stocks. That's day trading 101 for you. Never chase stocks. But anyway, guys, so I'm just glad we're ending the day up actually $188.35. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's not great. And again, if I had not had this loss on BYND, we could have easily been up a couple $100. The one thing that I did wrong here is, and if I could take it back, I would have just next time it came down to VWAP and started shooting back up, I would have taken my profits here. I probably actually could have saved. I probably could have saved almost a couple $100, maybe $150. So, which is why I said I should have ended over $300 today. But anyway, that's part of trading, guys, and that's just, you can't predict these things, but. Anyway, good day in the markets today. I'll take it. I'm still getting my feet wet here. Still getting used to trying to do this whole day trading thing while live streaming before a live audience, and so still a little nervous about it. But as the days move on, I have no doubt that I'll get settled in, and I'll be able to start really. Demonstrating this trading strategy to you guys, hopefully a lot better. Hopefully I'll be able to come at you with more exciting videos and bigger P&Ls and all that good stuff. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Take care.